Good morning, everyone. My name is Christine Cervantes.
This is Casey, your HR body talent.
My name is Karen.
This is Hannah. I'm AJ.
If you guys don't know who I am, I'm Ken Collier.
We are here today to talk about what can virtual assistants do for you.
Working from home has been working out well.
As a business owner, we're so busy growing our company. We're building, where we don't even get a chance to step away to kind of look at our business from the outside, looking in to see where we really need to fit.
When you have someone helping you around, you just finish things on time. You save time and you save effort. Hi, good evening, everyone, and once again, welcome to IHR Body or IHR Talks. And my name is Karen Tevany, and I'm so happy that it's not raining right now, but it's kind of cold, and I'm so happy to do another live now because it's been like just one day I skipped live, and we have a special guest today. But before that, again, if you have any questions, any suggestions, any comments, or anything that you just want to share, just comment there at the comment section that we have right now. And if you have any ideas on what topics that we can talk about on each of our lives, then each of our lives, then you can just suggest it down there. So what we do for those of you who just new in the group, once again, I welcome everyone who's new in the group. So for those of you who doesn't know, we regularly do live, and what we do on our live is we talk about things that you can learn and get knowledge from. So for example, being a virtual assistant, tips on being a social media manager, and then we have we invite some guests from our group also, where we allow them to discuss and share their personal experiences as a virtual assistant, and a lot more. So basically, this is a, let's say, a learning hub where you can ask questions, learn, and kickstart your career to being a virtual assistant. So, being a virtual assistant, there's a lot of things that you can do. Either you're data encoder, social media manager. What else? A digital marketing specialist. And in time, it's just not going to be a virtual assistant thing, but if you can do it on your own as a business, then why not? So that's why we are here, and now we have a very special guest. But before I call him, I just wanted to give you a view or an overview of what we're going to talk about today. So this is actually very basic. It's actually everyone's question: how to be a social media manager. So sometimes you are stuck in a certain profession, and then because time goes by and there's certain trends that change, and things that happen along the way, new stuff to learn, new things to discover, eventually you tend to realize and question yourself, is this for me? Is this job for me? Or am I suited for the job that I am doing right now? And then eventually you'll realize, yes, you're earning, you're suited in the job that you are right now, and you actually are doing good, but you're not happy. And that's really different, earning and not happy, and being happy but not earning much. So if you're not happy and you think that you want to kickstart your career to something else, then why not? And here we go. Social media platforms came about: Friendster, Yahoo, now Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and then there's what we call social media managing. Before, it wasn't really like a job or like a profession. It was like something you can just do on your own pace, and then manage your own social media and just create stuff on your own. But eventually, um, things are getting upgraded, and everything almost right now, especially it's pandemic, is happening online. So you leave us with no choice but to do everything online, which boils down to being in demand in the social media industry. So now, if you realize that, oh, wait, I think I wanted that job. I think I'm fitted for a job. I'm creative. I think out of the box, and I can strategize for someone's social media account. then you can be a social media manager. And yes, I am telling you, it's a viable job. It's a profession. So to talk us through and tell us more about it, let's call on our very own social media manager and HR buddy, Nino James. Hi, Nino.
Hi, Miss Karen. Good morning, everyone. This is Nino, Social Media
Hi.
Manager of IHR Buddy.
Hi, Nino. So you see, we're all cool here, and it's really fun to work online because you get to have your free time with your family, doing the stuff that you love, and at the same time, you're working, and the people around you are so cool that you get to be friends to each other. So, Nino, why don't you tell us your experience, or rather experiences on how you started before you realized that social media managing was actually the job that you wanted to do until you became a social media manager.
Well, yeah, I started 2015. I started actually as a feature writer for a newspaper company. And aside from writing articles for them, I am the one who is assigned to manage their social media page. So that was really my starting point. So I was able to grow that page back then to 5,000 organically, 5,000 followers. And so that's when I started to think that, wow, I can do this. I can actually pull this off. And so since I am in the media industry, we had connection with SMEs in the city. So what we did is I started to approach some business owners, and I tried to offer them, hey, I could manage your social media uh, business page. As you can see, I was able to grow our company page. So that's what's the starting point. And I was still a student that time. So while I was studying, I was doing social media management. So that was the start. I was able to actually land a client. Excuse me. Yeah, are you still there? So I was able to get a client after client, and that was the start of it. So yeah.
That's great. So if I may ask, do you see yourself having this job way back when you were like a teacher, right? A professor.
Pardon?
You said you were a teacher. Is that a writer before or a
I was
teacher?
still a student. I was still
A student.
studying. So I was still in
Okay.
college. Yeah.
When you were in college, did you ever see yourself doing this as a job, like being a
No,
social media manager?
I never saw this. I never thought it could even be a career. It was really a answered prayer, and I was very introverted actually. So being a social media manager allows me to be creative, to express my creativity to
Mhm.
people. Yeah.
I totally agree. That's also the thing. Like for everyone who cannot express themselves, like vocally, and those happy, those people who are extrovert, it's hard for them to show it. Social media became then their, I can say, medium, right? Where they can express themselves, they can write and stuff, and it actually gave them a great career for some. So yeah, I totally agree on that. So Nino, when you started social media career, or when you started to be a social media manager, back then, what were the things that you do, like, or you did, like, did you learn, did you study, did you exert any effort to like take some courses, so how did it all go about?
So, well, I was very lucky because I started early, way back in 2015. As you mentioned earlier, Miss Karen, it was not really a big thing yet. So,
Hmm.
there's still many business owners who did not know that they need a social media manager. So, I already have that unfair advantage. But along the way, yeah, many people are starting to notice na, hey, this could actually be a career and people can actually earn from it. So that's where I had to stand out. So what I did is I invested in three things to stand out online and to dominate the competition. So I invested in three things. Number one, education.
Hmm.
Second is skills, and third is experience.
Great.
So yeah, so those three things. If you are also considering social media manager as a career, I would highly recommend that you also invest on those three things. So what I did is I really joined some online courses and enrolled myself in online courses from paid to free. Yeah, I joined that. So if I would highly recommend that you learn straight from Facebook. You have facebookblueprint.com. .com. So in
Yeah.
Facebook Blueprint, it's an online course portal that is owned by Facebook. So it's a very good platform because there are a beginner, intermediate, and expert courses that you could start. And Instagram is already included as well as Messenger. So that's a very good foundation. Yeah, so that's what I did. And second is I had to develop some skills. So I was able to develop that because I also enrolled myself into trainings. So the
Mm.
difference between course and trainings is that in trainings, you will be able to enhance skills because there will be tasks that you would be needing to complete. You
Mhm.
also have the privilege of having community of aspiring social media managers and a mentor. Yeah.
That's great. That's great. For everyone's knowledge, here at iHR Buddy, we don't just work, we train and we coach. So that's why we make sure that everyone, that most of us here are certified. So certified in the field of in the skills that we are working on. So if you're a graphic designer or certified graphic designer, Facebook advertiser, Google advertiser, social media manager, because certification is very important. I get it, like sometimes if you know things, then that's it, that's fine, and that's not a problem. But if you want to leverage yourself and at least not really prove, but show people that you really you underwent study or training, um to make it more valid, then I suggest that you take up short courses like what Nino did, and learn more. Facebook Blueprint is a great place to start. They have basic, intermediate, and advanced. So that's great, Nino. So yeah, so definitely everything that Nino mentioned is part of the 10 tips I'm going to give you on how to become a social media manager. So first, consider a degree in communications or marketing. So as well as Nino, he was studying before. Actually, not to be specific on communications and marketing, but that's an add-on because at least you can present to the client. You can, talk face to face with the client and explain to them your pitch or your reports and analysis. Then second, you stay versed in the industry tools and tech. So like what Nino is doing, he keeps himself updated to whatever tools and technology is coming in, and it's gonna be as we say, change is the only thing consistent. So every from now and from time to time, everything changes. So might as well be updated. Next is look for social media opportunities everywhere. So of course, all of us here, we didn't start like we have a job immediately. We tried our best to search around, look for online jobs that we can start from. And you don't have to start as a manager. You can start as an assistant, helping the manager, and then eventually you can come up with your own. Next, remember to always that you're always being watched because you're a social media manager. Everything you do, everyone will see it. So once you release something online, it's going to be there forever. If you put it down, someone's going to copy it, someone's going to share it or screen cap it. So there's no way out. And never stop learning and always adapting. And next, you have to be comfortable working and learning on your own pace because that's very important. Because if you're not comfortable, it means that you don't like what you're doing. Find brands that you admire and follow them. Like Dino, do you also you also follow brands, right? Right, like other social media
Yes.
influencers.
Yes. For
What's your
inspiration.
for inspiration, right? What's your favorite Instagram account?
Yeah,
Do you have like
for if you need to be updated with the latest social media report, I follow Social Media Examiner. Also,
oh yeah,
Buffer
yeah.
gives, they also give
Mhm.
updated social media report. Yeah.
Yeah. So you see, you have to also follow social media accounts because you have to be aware of what others are doing. And it's also, a learning process. You learn from them too. Next is you build an online portfolio and show it off. Of course, everything that we do, if you get jobs, clients or what, we have to compile all that we do. And then, eventually we can create like an online portfolio of how we grew accounts, what we did, yeah, and so on and so forth. Next is, of course, add every experience in social media managing on your resume. regardless if it's just simply growing a page, an Instagram account, a Facebook group, it all matters because it's all part of the social media platform. And finally, you have to demonstrate good time management skills because it's important that everything you do, you deliver on time. Because even though you're great in strategy, you're great in creatives, even though you're basically a great digital marketer, but if you don't deliver on time, that doesn't make sense because you're always late on the deadline, then no one will ever see what your ideas are. Okay? So Nino, thank you so much. And Nino will be joining from time to time. And of course, he's the mind behind the posts that we have in our social media. So Nino, would you like to invite them to follow us?
Yeah, follow us on our socials. Uh, Facebook.com/IHRBuddy, Instagram.com/IHRBuddy, and I'll see you there. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Nino. So thank you so much everyone for watching, and I hope we were able to share to you some important information, especially those who are aspiring social media manager. So yes, it's a viable profession. Don't worry, you still get paid. You're gonna get paid in doing this, and you can even get paid more if you're good at it. Okay, so thank you so much. I'll see you again on our next live. If you have any suggestions, just comment there. This live is going to be posted. You can watch the replay. And of course, thank you to everyone who creates the poster. That's also from IHR Buddy. So, here we all do things on our own. And yeah, I hope that you can join us too. Again, thank you so much. My name is Karen Devity. See you again on our next IHR Talk. Bye.
Good morning, everyone. My name is
This
Christine Cervantes.
is Casey, right? Our bot talent.
And this is Hannah. I'm Adrian.
If you guys don't know who I am, I'm Ken Collier.
We are here today to talk about what can virtual assistants do for you.
Working from home has been working out well.
As a business owner, we're so busy growing our company, we're building, where we don't even get a chance to step away to kind of look at our business from the outside, looking in to see where we really need to fit.
You have someone helping you around. You just finish things on time. You save time, you save effort.